Good morning, everyone. Hope you're keeping well, and that things are going okay with you. Um, just a reminder that if you do know of anyone who maybe would need a call or like a call, or who is maybe ill or whatever, please do let me know. Give me a call, give me a text, and let me know. It's much better to get 4 texts or 4 calls about the same person than to get no calls. So if you know of anybody who needs help in any way, please do let us know. Also tonight, our midweek 7:30, Anna Patso, we hope will be joining us from Malawi. I spoke to her yesterday and we were able to establish the link, so hopefully that will work for tonight as well. And if you need the link for tonight's midweek, it's in the newsletter, or if you don't have that, then please get in touch with me and I will send you the link for tonight's meeting. This morning we are reading from Mark 12 and beginning at verse 13. And they sent to him some of the Pharisees and some of the Herodians to trap him in his talk. And they came and said to him, "Teacher, we know that you are true and do not care about anyone's opinion. For you're not swayed by appearances, but truly teach the way of God. Is it lawful to pay taxes to Caesar or not? Should we pay them or should we not?" But knowing their hypocrisy, he said to them, "Why put me to the test? Bring me a denarius and let me look at it." And they brought one. And he said to them, "Whose likeness and inscription is this?" They said to him, "Caesar's." Jesus said to them, "Render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's." And they marveled at him. And Sadducees came to him, who say there is no resurrection. And they asked him a question, saying, "Teacher, Moses wrote for us that if a man's brother dies and leaves a wife but leaves no child, the man must take the widow and raise up offspring for his brother. There were 7 brothers. The first took a wife, and when he died, left no offspring. The second took her and died, leaving no offspring. And the third likewise. And the 7 left no offspring. In the resurrection, when they rise again, whose wife will she be? For the 7 had her as a wife." Jesus said to them, "Is this not the reason you're wrong? Because you know neither the scriptures nor the power of God. For when they rise from the dead, they neither marry nor are given in marriage, but are like angels in heaven. And as for the dead being raised, have you not read in the book of Moses, in the passage about the bush, how God spoke to him, saying, 'I am the God of Abraham, and the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob'? He's not the God of the dead, but of the living. You are quite wrong." This is the next round of the battle that Jesus has entered into yesterday with these teachers of the law and various groups in Jerusalem. And they came away yesterday feeling that they couldn't do anything about him because the people were amazed at him, and the people were kind of were supporting him. So what they need to do is find a way to turn the people against Jesus. So the Pharisees and the Herodians, 2 politically opposite groups. The Pharisees, who were very nationalistic, who wanted the Romans out, wanted Israel restored, wanted purity in all things. And the Herodians, who were quite happy to work alongside the Romans and gain political power through their kind of cozying up to the occupying forces. Those 2 groups come together. They both want to trap Jesus because Jesus is equally an enemy to both of them. And they come to him and they say, "Jesus, settle our debate between the Pharisees and the Herodians. Settle this conflict that we have. Jesus, we know that you, of all people, will give us a true answer because you don't care what people think. You just speak the truth." I mean, the attempt at flattery is just frankly bizarre, but that's what they come to him with. And then they give him this question about taxes. is it right to pay taxes to Caesar or is it not? Say, yes, it is right, and you're on the side of the Herodians, and the Pharisees can whip up support against you. Say, no, it's not. Put yourself on the side of the Pharisees, but put yourself against Rome. What's the right answer? Support Rome or don't support Rome. Pay your taxes or don't pay your taxes. Jesus turns the tables on them. Forget about Rome. What about God? What do you owe God that you're not paying him? What allegiance are you giving to him? Your first loyalty is there, and from there everything else flows. From there you know who to pay your taxes to. You know what the right thing to do is in relation to government and all of these things. But if you haven't got your relationship with God right, then nothing else will be right. And they go away and they marvel at him, we're told. And then come the Sadducees, this other group who don't believe in the resurrection and who only believe that the Pentateuch, the first 5 books of the Old Testament, are true scriptures. And they come to him with this outlandish example from the law of Moses, from the first 5 books, and with a wrong view of the resurrection. It's a little bit like people view today heaven as sitting on a cloud strumming a harp. So they come with this wrong view of the resurrection, and they put this outlandish scenario before Jesus of this man, or this wife rather, who has married 7 different brothers, and they've all died and they've left no offspring, and whose wife is she in the resurrection? And Jesus just dismisses them in a sense, but he shows them that they are wrong from their own scriptures, from the first 5 books, because as he says to them, when God revealed himself to Moses in the burning bush, he's told him he was the God of Abraham, Isaac and Jacob. He's not the God of the dead, he's the God of the living. So Abraham, Isaac and Jacob experience resurrection. You know, we live in a world where people are more concerned with attacking one another or trapping one another or opposing one another than they really are with the truth. And it doesn't look like things have changed an awful lot in 2,000 years. People are more concerned here about attacking Jesus, getting Jesus, trapping Jesus, than with the actual truth that he came to reveal about God to them. We need to remember that our first allegiance as those who call ourselves Christians, those who call ourselves followers of Jesus Christ, is to him. And he is the one who is to direct our paths. He is the one to show us the way to live. And he is also our one true hope for resurrection. It is in him that we have that hope to look forward to. And as we come towards the end of Mark's Gospel and we see that hope made real in the resurrection and that beginning of the new heavens and the new earth invading our present, then we get to look forward to this wonderful new hope, which goes way beyond any ridiculous questions that people might ask, and goes way beyond sitting on a cloud playing a harp. Knowing Jesus as Lord and Saviour determines how we live now, how we relate to all the things around us now, and what our hope is in the future. That is a tremendous thing to have. We have life now, and we can live now for him, and we have hope for a future that is better than we can possibly imagine. That's something to hold on to. God bless.